Jackson Hayes is in. Christie searching. Rebounded by Edwards. He snags it off the miss. Davis went for the steal. Edwards, pedal to the metal, all the way to the rim. Hangs and hits. The Ant-Man getting to the hole. Anthony Edwards ready to take. It's 29-9 Minnesota since the end of the first. Edwards with a purpose. Baker goes and one.
Anthony Edwards conspicuous by his silence so far. Led them in scoring a season ago at almost 27 points a game. They're showing him a lot of bodies. He pulls the three and knocks it.
A guy in Anthony Edwards who he can create his shot.
Point of attack defense so vital. Thanks a lot, Chelsea. We'll hear you guys in the postgame. Thanks for joining us. Edwards steps into the lane, got it to fall and lead. He's up to 27. He can catalyze a barrage.
Great play by Randall. And now it's DiVincenzo. Over to Edwards. Long distance connection. Bottoms. 7 points in the quarter for McDaniels. That time Edwards playing the passing lane, got the steal. And finished.
A timeout and you dominate. Again, Anthony Edwards gets the steal. Ochai Abaji's on his tail.
Over Edwards, short. Randall up ahead. Edwards one-on-one with Thompson. Makes his move. Oh, that's crafty! It's for Anthony Edwards, but let's not forget the bread and butter.
Oh, and Randall to Edwards. Minnesota down 4, under 2 to play. Edwards a three-pointer. Bang! Anthony Edwards from downtown. It's a one-point game. And Edwards resets. Edwards on the drive, goes inside the floater, puts it in. T-Wolves take the lead. Timeout, Denver.
Important to finish the half out with a strong performance here for the Spurs. Brandon with the handle, McDaniels with the steal. Edwards. Back to a one-point game.
To the polls, the NBA, as you mentioned, Michael, earlier. Everyone in action tonight to help open up the schedule tomorrow. And for more information, everyone can go to nba.com/elections.
Bonus for this team.
Step through by Edwards. That drag step, that was hard.
His entire time in the NBA.
Good ball movement. Alexander Walker. No look. Edwards the plunge.
McDaniels on the attack. Tried to get it to Gobert, and that McDaniels-Gobert connection, 1 for 3 so far. Oh, the rejection from Edwards.
Again, Shaedon Sharp's coming at him. Mike stands him up.
Catapulted the ball off the backboard. Edwards rising for the steal. You rarely hear oohs and ahs for a steal. Edwards spinning in the lane and scoring. Halfway through this third quarter, open court steal. Edwards coast to coast.
So gets the steal. He's off to the races.
Here's Murray checking Edwards. Edwards, he had ill intentions on that drive to the back.
I mean, just gets the step and then the elevate.
Edwards, this time to the paint, going left hand. Oh, wow, that's a tough call there as Anthony Edwards looking to complete the three-point play.
We're going to take a look at this replay right here, and they're calling the foul you see on.
Back to Edwards, shot clock down to 8. Edwards splits the defense. Hanging. Oh, man, this is why he's one of the best in the game. 8 on the clock, Gobert sets the screen. Edwards. Wow! Heartbreaker from Anthony Edwards. As they're going to
do whether the shot made was a 2 or a 3-point basket. Replay center has confirmed that it is a 2-point basket.
And both players had key contributions to the gold medal. Edwards cleared for takeoff.
Minnesota hemmed up Jalen Green that time. Rudy was up in coverage. Jaden so aggressive. Minnesota rolled and rotated that time beautifully.
Edwards splits the defense. Oh, the gorgeous slave for 2. Second field goal of the night of beauty.
43% from three. Here is Edwards looking to turn the corner. Edwards, the spin and the banker. That was beautiful. Now, 3 straight turnovers to begin the half for Minnesota. And then Edwards does that. Whirls it in off the window, plus we talked about the Clippers defense, how good it's been this year. 5 of the last 7 opponents they held under 100. Edwards splash on a 3.
We talked about whether or not he'd make good decisions. Again, it's a Rudy Gobert screen, and he just does enough to stay in front.
6-point Minnesota lead. Edwards. Pull-up 3 is good. Shooter. And yet another 3 off the dribble. Just squaring up Lindy Waters, hand down. And just rises up and nails
from the corner. A little bit too much. Brunson screaming for a foul as he worked against his old buddy DiVincenzo. Here's Edwards. The spin, the sleight of hand. Just electric.
Minnesota possession. Minnesota lead. Edwards right to the basket to flush it, the foul.
A few times he was able to get all the way to the basket. Had a little resistance there.
Shot clock. And Rudy turns it over almost. Edwards with 3. He's got to fire soon. Has to hoist one. A 9-1-1. Anta Claus is in the building, folks.
What up the pace. They were really easy to guard in that first half, which is unusual.
A deep 3 is butter. Anthony Edwards. Drives it left, elevates, got it to fall. Ant-Man on the J.O.B. And Minnesota leads by 4. Performing on the big stage for the first time on Christmas.
Randall thought about it. Now to Alexander Walker. Tate switches on him. To Edwards. Tate switches on him. Shoots the off-balance 3. Oh, he made it! You just talked about it. Off-balance heave for 3 on the wing. And Minnesota up 1 after trailing by 16. They were down and out. But they kept fighting. They kept playing.
It's what the Spurs do. They lead the NBA in assist percentage.
Oh, beautifully done. Ant with the rainmaker.
Again, Ant moving to his left. That step-back jumper is a killer. When your team gets rolling, that momentum tends to permeate through your team.
Edwards climbing the ladder to the rim. Sohan at the rim. Leaves it for Johnson. Get it out of here. Edwards, the rejection.
Great block by Ant. I mean, that's dominant. He got fouled, too, by Keldon Johnson.
Edwards, double teamed. Tough spot, a 3-point shot, and that is the brilliance of Anthony Edwards. He saw all the defenders on.
But he has 7 assists. Edwards rises and fires and fills it. What a shot.
Sizing up Coffee. The blow by and the flush.
Well, he gets hit on the wrist by Nicholas Batum.
He sets up Edwards. 30-point night. Watched by Jones. Edwards, sidestep, fires, and he drilled it! Kill shot, ladies and gentlemen. Edwards on an island with Porter. 40 seconds to go in regulation. Edwards, 3 more. Cash!
Oh my God! He has been a big-time superstar.
After all this time off, let's test that conditioning.
Yes.
Here's Edwards. Got a 3. Rainbow.
Shooting.
Now the Queen draws the assignment on Anthony Edwards. Reed gives it right back to Ant. He'll drive and dunk it in over Black, soaring through the air. Anthony Edwards, a highlight reel dunk, and he'll have a 3-point chance. And he took off about it.
Watch him turn the corner here. High flyer.
A lot of apartments.
It's a lot of tribute videos.
Can buy a house. Edwards, right down, hit a pin. Great start for Minnesota. Edwards making a play at the rim.
Yes. So reset the shot clock.
Exactly.
Edwards spinning inside, flips it up. It drops. Plus the foul.
Spectacular finish. Here's the whistle. Does the spin move here in the paint. Heard the whistle and then got it up.
Downhill. Gives it up to Alexander Walker. Now it's Edwards with it. Clock winding down. Step back three. Bullseye.
Yeah, that's how you do it. And is completely dominating this quarter.
Minnesota's got 10 on the clock. Edwards working on Coulibaly. Crossover. Step back three. Cash.
It was a cool operator. So strong, too. He's fouled, and they count it. They give him a continuation. Let's see, did he gather it for it? Right there was the foul and the continuation. The Knicks previously Brunson, this time Deuce. His second field goal. Edwards drives inside and throws it down, and a foul. A power of Anthony Daniels for the three. This time he keeps the drive and driving.
The smallest guy gets the rebound. Rob Dillingham.
Edwards, that's good. Just started to talk about it. Edwards looking for his seam. Edey comes out. They leave Edwards, finds the laces, and he buries it.
Yeah, rookie mistake there. Edey leaving too early created that opening for Edwards.
And we got a 3-point game as we come down the stretch here at Grind City. Edwards bottled up, steps between, and he goes glass. Edwards taking him to the schoolyard. He won for Edwards, and everyone's going to catch their breath.
In that context, a big game coming up for Dallas next. Edwards with the logo three, and it's butter. And with that three, he surpasses Karl Anthony Towns as #1 in franchise history.
Edwards on the drive, hanging, and it drops. Plus the foul. Wolves an opportunity to take the lead. Edwards, blow by, reverse lay, count it, and put him on the line.
Quiet Phoenix crowd here right now. They were really into the game.
Randall the steal. Finds Edwards. Lightning has struck.
Disrespected this game. He has not gotten a lot of calls. Been a lot of physical contact with him. And
Clarkson. Blocks. And has to hear about it. Edwards, sidestep into a three. Gotten off against the Wolves thus far. Edwards, heat check. Oh, he's money. Edwards splits the D. Down the lane. Off balance. Put it in. Houdini.
Minnesota, a 3-point lead, splits the defense right there. And the low man help comes in.
Edwards. Long range three. Cash! The 1,000th three-pointer.
Really hated to hear about himself when he was a young player that he can't shoot. That he's a super athlete, but he can't shoot.
Drawing a crowd. Reed won't take the three. Back to Edwards. Edwards down the lane. Will they give him continuation? Yes, they will. Bucket and the foul. Wolves on top.
The shot making in the NBA is just unbelievable how these guys make shots in bunches.
Edwards, it counts, plus the foul.
Rookie from Illinois seeing more playing time. Aggressive two-guard. Keep the ball moving. Edwards drives in on Wiggins. Anthony Edwards! A serious rack attack!
Great energy here early. And how about the emphatic finish?
Dillingham just got the steal. And Minnesota, another opportunity maybe to tie it with a three. Anthony Edwards on the step back. Cans it. We're all even at 55, and Edwards with his third three.
Edwards. The adrenaline is flowing. Fires up a three. Knocks it in. Anthony Edwards from downtown. It's a two-point game. Gilgeous-Alexander. Good contest of a shot. Not good enough. Edwards nails his second three-pointer.
So we talk about balance with Anthony Edwards. He's, as you said, leading the league in threes made and attempted.
Ball in the hands of SGA. Pushed out by Reed. SGA down the lane. Got it to the rim. Got blocked by Edwards. The rebound of Minnesota. Chris Finch wants the timeout. Edwards came over. Take a look at the replay. He timed it up.
He has just one 20-point game since joining the Lakers. He's at 13. Had a big first quarter to set the tone. Bad pass, though, by Luka. And the Ant-Man throws it down. Defense, offense.
Another look at how you get in the game, boy. You get that good defense, slide around the side of the offensive player, and then just take it down for the hammer.
Man, let me tell you what. To not say LeBron and the Lakers, that's saying something. Hey, they wrote it for me, folks. Anthony Edwards writing his own story with a three ball. 3-point.
Matched up with Nurkic. This is no man's land. Edwards, baseline drive, going to the reverse. Highlight for employee number 5.
I mean, how big is he? Is KLC, is he 6'6"?
I don't know if he's that tall. I was going to say 6'4",
okay.
But he's up there.
Okay.
And deep three, showing some range. You touched on it, Jim. The ball movement has been crisp early on.
And it starts with Naz Reid. What a facilitator he is.
Looking to drive on Gobert. And can't get that one to fall. Good defense by Minnesota. They were one of the top teams defensively last year. In transition, Edwards with the lob. McDaniels the slam and a Denver timeout. Off target again. To your point, Denver, number 2 in the NBA in terms of points from their scorers, and from their bench, they're 27. Edwards in the open floor with the slam. Good defense, late defense.
Their defense turning into offense. And
Jaden McDaniels with that 8-point fourth quarter when he was perfect from the floor on Wednesday night. Edwards will drive into the lane and hammer it! Holy moly! And you can just hear it and feel it in Target Center. An annihilation by Anthony Edwards.
That play right there shows you a little bit of the growth that Jaden has made. He's not getting into foul trouble nearly as often as he did.
Edwards spinning, creating contact against Sexton, and there's the first basket of the second quarter for Anthony Edwards.
Another opportunity for Indiana. Thomas Bryant battling with DiVincenzo. Blocked! Edwards with the statement rejection.
If you're a coach and you got the iPad, you got to do that quickly. Decision making is important.
Edwards! The eruption at the rim, plus the foul.
Attacking, making them pay.
Into the floater, changed the rhythm up a little bit and took away the shot blocker's advantage.
Turnover. Randall off to the races. Toss it out. Edwards finishing the oop. On Joe Ingles, his second.
Deflection gets into Julius's hands.
Out to Turner. Turner stripped. Indiana turns it over. First turnover of the ball game. Edwards takes the contact, count it, and put him on the line. And already talk of change in the offseason. Alexander Walker penetrating, got it up and off. Anthony Edwards with the follow deuce. In regulation, Wolves getting a nice ovation from this home crowd. Edwards for 3. Boom.
Looks right over at Alex Rodriguez and Mark Lloyd.
Rebound, Alexander Walker. The lead is single digits. Edwards, blow by, and throws it down with authority. To go in the first half. Edwards around the Gobert screen. Edwards for 3. Yes, Sirski!
Brown wasn't there. Pass a little low. Edwards the other way. The stutter step in traffic. He'll put up one, and it will drop. Gets it. And a foul. Green. Edwards will set. Watson in front. The crossover, the drive, and the finish. And the finish. Jokic patrolling the perimeter now. Gordon. This could tie it from Edwards. Got it! Got it! What a way to piece. Big time triple. Gordon with the three from the side. Rebound fought for. Crap by Randall. In the middle for Edwards. Another three. Oh! He is a machine. 13 points.
He was not getting laid up on by Drew Timme that time.
Alexander Walker, the cookies. Edwards, the highlight. A lot of that is usage. A lot of guys getting more minutes than they've had before. And so it'll be an interesting process on similar to what we saw with Brooklyn just the other night. A lot of these guys are auditioning to be a part of this. Oh, my goodness! Edwards! Edwards climbing the ladder.
I mean, you could say that right there. I mean, you do not want to be anywhere near that dude.
Edwards! Oh! Another attack of the rim.
Tape. It's crossing back over and just throwing that through the halo that time.
And Philadelphia looking to get a stop and a chance to send it to overtime and steal one. Inbound. Edwards has it. Shot clock winding down. Gonna have to fire. Edwards got it off in time. Cash money.
Trap and somehow gets that shot up and it hits nothing but net. I mean, this is classic Anthony Edwards.
Have missed. They haven't been able to get anything back. Only one offensive rebound. It's an area that's really dropped off in the last few games as Edwards.
Strong, explosive, can handle the contact. I don't think there's any lead that the Wolves could muster right now that Wolves fans would feel comfortable with after what they saw Tuesday. Late clock. Randall's got to put one up. Does so. Hits the rim. And the foul by the Ant-Man. Oh!
Edwards. Potter got his hand in the cookie jar. Count it. And put him on the line.
And with 22 in the game.
Edwards. Step back three. Cash! And with that three, he has tied Malik Beasley. He's ending the year on a high note. 11-point ball game. Edwards for three. There it is! Cash money. Anthony.
Reeves was 1 of 6 in that first half. And Minnesota went after him on the defensive end.
Edwards, it's butter. Minnesota on a roll. Got his air fryer out, ready to cook. Ant-Man gets it back, pulls the three, and it's wet. The best three-point shooter in the NBA this year.
LeBron was down after the collision with Randall. Julius has it right now. Hachimura wearing another kind of mask. Here he took it in hot nine. Oh, he got up there.
It's absolutely, you talk about a young man signing posters.
That second challenge.
And everybody on Minnesota talked about getting off to a good start. They've trailed after the first quarter. And it's Anthony Edwards from long distance.
Again, pick and roll, and Jackson Hayes has to get up. Now, look, Rui's right there, but Jackson Hayes has to get up.
Right there lurking. Finney Smith blocked by Gobert. Edwards with the slam. The Lakers thought it was a goal. Reed, corner three, McDaniels. In and out. Doncic. The rebound stolen by Edwards. Drives inside on the slam. Oh, what a finish for Anthony Edwards.
Again, this was multiple extra opportunities. You've seen Dante DiVincenzo with offensive rebound, and here, just launching.
Edwards 9 to shoot. Doncic leaning towards him. Edwards steps back, three-pointer, puts it in. Anthony Edwards drills the huge three. Lakers still have 2 timeouts. Both teams in the penalty. Edwards against Finney Smith. Steps back, jump shot. Got it! Anthony Edwards, another clutch shot. 13 free throws here in the first half.
The Timberwolves as a team 16. Edwards in and out and in again. Anthony Edwards comes right back with a big three with a rebound and outlet. Edwards razzle-dazzle inside layup, banks it in. The Ant has come alive
to another level all of a sudden. And when he wants to get downhill, there is nothing you can do. The handle is tight.
Hachimura once again switched up on Edwards. Leans in, little sidestep, knocks it in. He's got 7 of those. Edwards puts up a three. It's good! Anthony Edwards once again. Edwards electricity here in game 4.
Rui tonight with 7. Edwards slicing up and down. Count it, foul. That kid is something else. Randall's got 3. Here he feeds on the side for Edwards, who goes ramming his way into Hachimura, and count it to go!
Doncic gets into the paint. What a tough bucket there by Ant-Man. So Chris Finch's hair right there. His hair is kind of symbolic of how this game has gone. It's all over the place for the Wolves. That is going to go, and the toughest attempt of the night by Edwards. Lead is 15 for Golden State. There goes Edwards. Gets by Spencer. Edwards is fouled. It goes. The Ant-Man with a chance at a three-point play.
Big time drive.
This terrific trio coming off the bench for Chris Finch. Pretty tight 8-man rotation. Edwards, the go-by of Buddy Hield. You're not going to miss that one.
No, and there's no help whatsoever from the
look to Conley, and now out to Randall. Randall feeds Edwards for the slam. Warriors get it up the floor quickly.
Off the dribble, getting into the lane, and a reaction on the part of the Timberwolves on the weak side. It's created now 2 opportunities.
Oh my goodness! Anthony Edwards scrapes the sky and flushes it. You don't see this very often.
If you see him
double, Randall fights through it. Here's Edwards. He'll pop. In and out on the 3. Gobert taps it out though to Randall. Back to Edwards. Another try. That one's good. Anthony Edwards with 34.
Another offensive.
First 4 minutes, and he had all of game 3. He was 1 for 10 on Saturday. Edwards swishes home a 3-ball. 5 seconds to go. Kuminga 16 points, 8 of 8 at the line. 2 seconds left. Edwards, long 3. And Anthony Edwards beats the buzzer with a triple. He had 2 defenders on him. Let's make sure he got it away in time. Yep, definitely left his hand. Still 7/10 of a second left. Minnesota looking to retake the lead. Great move by Edwards. Knifing through the lane. Goes to the left hand. Just an absolutely gorgeous shot by Anthony Edwards. And a timeout on the floor.
15-footer for Butler.
Edwards step through, foul, and puts it in with the left hand. Anthony Edwards, who led the NBA in threes this season. Edwards tries another 3. Edwards switches that one home. Rips the net on a triple. Ball in the hands of Edwards again. Edwards for 3. Of course! Anthony Edwards can't miss. He's got 14 in the quarter, and he just pushed the lead to 12.
Here's the rebound. Up ahead, Randall. Randall's been running the floor. Ball's moving now. Edwards steps into a 3. Cash!
Knocks it down, and then Anthony Edwards trailing on the break.
Edwards having problems, now backs in and stolen by Williams. Jalen Williams open floor, gets the layup blocked by Edwards. Shot clock at 8. Edwards finds some room, nails the three-pointer. His third 3, he's got 16.
Late.
Turn, shoots, can't get it. Gobert the rebound. On the drive, Edwards and 1. Anthony Edwards powers to the bucket and a chance for a 3-point play. 8 on the 24. Edwards drives baseline, left-handed, flips it up and in. Gorgeous move from Anthony Edwards.
That's ridiculous.
Hartenstein, that's a deep floater. That won't go. Gilgeous-Alexander tips it, race for the ball, still alive. Edwards comes up with it, wide open for the slam.
Intensity that you need. Watch him track it down once, track it down again, and you are rewarded on the off.
Here tonight. Meanwhile, Mark Dignault, the head coach of OKC, said playoff success, part of it is understanding what the home crowd will do for the opponent when you're on the road, as Edwards knocks down another three.
3-point makes. He's always looking for that angle, has the elevation.
That's a massive shine for Anthony Edwards.
Edwards knocks it away from Dort. And this time just gently throws it down.
About the pickup points. Look at the aggressiveness. Look at how intense they are. Look, he gave us a little something on the first one, second one.
Edwards gets it back, finds some space, nails another.
Prolific three-point shooting years in NBA history. Only Steph and Clay have had that kind of.
Gets it back. Edwards got a three. Anthony Edwards now with 25.
Elevation on that jump. That arc is very consistent.
Edwards long three-pointer. It's good. Anthony Edwards from way downtown. Rich Williams, Jalen Williams, Jay Will coming into the game.
How pretty is that jump shot?
I don't understand how he argued that call as Edwards off the turnover finds McDaniels.
From OKC, they're getting extra shots, extra opportunities.
Edwards goes inside, count it, and a foul. That's his first field goal attempt, and he's got a chance for a three-point play. Oklahoma City 11 of 26 from three. That's 42%. Edwards again attacks, goes inside, kicks it out. Conley, and Conley makes them pay.
Open up. It is going to be an impossible shot. The left-hand delivery to the.
A deterrent right there. Edwards slices inside. Layup is good. There's the attack you're talking about, Richard.
And then again, just the previous possession. Splits the double team, no shot blocker, and just high off the glass.